Making a successful movie is no easy task. Though audiences and critics laud films with elaborate visual effects, stunning views and star-studded casts, all of those elements cost millions of dollars. Have you any idea that how much capital actually goes in the film making? Go through the below given list, and you will be stumped to know the fact. 1. Spider-Man 3 cost $258 million. Spider-Man 3 is a superhero movie, which was released in 2007. It was directed by Sam Raimi and produced by the Ziskin Productions and Marvel Entertainment. Despite getting a mixed response from critics, the film was a commercial hit. The outstanding visual effects trekked the cost of the movie. However, it grossed around $900 million at the box office. 2. Tangled cost $260 million. Surprisingly, this animated movie has also managed to get a place in the list of top 10 expensive movies ever made. Tangled is an animated musical fantasy comedy movie. Released in the year 2010. Directed by Nathan Greno and Byron Howard and produced by Roy Conli, John Lasseter and Glen Keane, this is the second most expensive movie of the world. Featuring Mandy Moore, Zachary, Levi and Donna Murphy. This movie takes you on a journey of romance and music. Unique animation strategies, striking visual effects and mind-blowing storyline made the film earn the revenue of $590 million. 3. Pirates of the Caribbean, At World's End. Pirates of the Caribbean, At World's End is an English fantasy adventure film, which was released in 2007. Directed by Gore Verbinski and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, this film was the third in Pirates of the Caribbean movie series. The movie stars Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley, Jeffrey Rush, Bill Nighy, Orlando Bloom, Jack Davenport, Tom Hollander, Kevin McNally, Stellan Skarsgård, Naomi Harris, Keith Richards and Chow Yun-fat. Being the world's most expensive movie, it garnered the revenue of approximately $1 billion. From the pirate storyline to the concept of the movie, everything was up to the mark. This film also managed to get positive feedback from the critics. 4. John Carter cost $250 million. John Carter is a science fiction adventure movie, released in 2012. This movie was produced by Jim Morris, Colin Wilson, and Lindsay Collins and directed by Andrew Stanton. Though the film got a negative response from the critics, it generated over $600 million through worldwide ticket sales. Delay in the release and the incorporation of modern technology to give visual effects are some of the reasons of increased cost of the movie. 5. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince cost $250 million. Released in the year 2009, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is a fantasy film. Directed by David Yates and produced by David Heyman and David Byron, this movie is the best among Harry Potter series. Based on J.K. Rowling's novel, the film grossed $934 million and broke the box office records. The critics gave a positive response to the visual effects and overall production of the movie. 6. Avatar cost $237 million. Avatar is an epic science fiction action movie, which extensively used cutting-edge motion capture techniques. For its best visual effects, cinematography and art direction, the movie was nominated for 9 Academy Awards. Produced by James Cameron and John Landau, and written and directed by James Cameron, Avatar was released for 3D viewing, traditional viewing and in some selected South Korean theaters. It was launched for 4D experiences. It earned the revenues of more than $2 billion. 7. The Dark Knight Rises cost $230 million. The Dark Knight Rises is an epic superhero movie, released in 2012. Directed by Christopher Nolan and produced by Emma Thomas, Christopher Nolan, and Charles Roven, the movie is the 9th highest grossing movie ever. It generated revenue of $1.081 billion worldwide. it got a favorable critical response. It received several awards, like OFFY Awards 2012 and Golden Trailer Awards. 8. The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian cost $225 million based in C.S. Lewis's novel, The Chronicles of Narnia. Prince Caspian is an epic fantasy movie, directed by Andrew Adamson and produced by Cary Grant, Andrew Adamson, Mark Johnson, Perry Moore, Philip Stewart, and Douglas Gresham. It was the world's 10th highest grossing movie in the year 2008. It got mixed to positive response and grossed $141 million in Canada and the United States, while, in the rest of the world, it generated $278 million. 9. The Lone Ranger cost $225 million. The Lone Ranger is an action western film, which is widely recognized for its makeup and visual effects. The movie was directed by Gore Verbinski and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, Gore Verbinski and Walt Disney Pictures. In the US, the film received mixed to negative response, while, outside the country, it got mixed to positive reviews. Starring Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp, it grossed just $260 million and was a commercial failure. 10. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest cost $225 million. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest is a fantasy adventure movie, released in 2006. It collected more than $1 billion revenue worldwide, and as of now, it is the world's 11th highest grossing movie of all time. It established various records in the US by collecting $136 million in the opening weekend. The film was criticized for its running time and plot, while getting praise for the special effects. It was directed and produced by Gore Verbinski and Jerry Bruckheimer, respectively. 11. Man of Steel cost $225 million. Man of Steel is a superhero film, which was released in 2013. Directed by Zack Snyder and produced by Christopher Nolan, Charles Robin, Emma Thomas, and Deborah Snyder, the film is a reboot of the Superman movie series. The movie was a box office hit and grossed $687,999,518. It was mainly criticized for the lack of character development, visuals and acting, and was an average film in the view of critics. 12. The Avengers cost $220 million. Marvel's The Avengers is a superhero movie based on the superhero team of Marvel Comics. Grossing $1.51 billion, the movie bagged several critical nominations and awards. It sets numerous box office records. A video game, which was based on the movie, was also released. It was directed and produced by Joss Whedon and Kevin Feige, respectively. 13. Oz the Great and Powerful cost $215 million. Oz the Great and Powerful is a fantasy adventure movie and homage to The Wizard of Oz, the 1939 MGM movie. Produced by Joe Roth and directed by Sam Raimi, it earned the revenue of $493,311,825. The story is about a magician who somehow reaches on the land of Oz, and he has to defeat the Wicked Witch. Critics gave mixed reviews to the film,